Hello Year 2. I hope you're all well. It's Miss McGuinness. Today we're going to start a new book, The Enormous Crocodile by Roald Dahl. I'm going to read it to you and you're going to answer some questions. Okay Year 2, as I read you the story, these are the questions that I'm going to ask you. Why did the not-so-big one say he only eats fish? Why is the text in italics for the words tough and chewy? What do you think that the word snorted means? What are the clever tricks and secret plans the enormous crocodile has made? In the biggest, brownest, muddiest river in Africa, two crocodiles lay with their heads just above the water. One of the crocodiles was enormous, the other was not so big. "Do you know what I would like for my lunch today?" the enormous crocodile asked. "No," the not-so-big one said. "What?" The enormous crocodile grinned, showing hundreds of sharp white teeth. "For my lunch today," he said, "I would like a nice, juicy little child." "I never eat children," the not-so-big one said. "Only fish." Okay, Year 2, that's our first question. Why did the not-so-big one say he only eats fish? Pause the video clip here and think about your answer. I hope you've paused it. "Ho, ho, ho," cried the enormous crocodile. "I'll bet if you saw a fat, juicy little child paddling in the water over there at this very moment, you'd gulp him up in one gallop." "No, I wouldn't," the not-so-big one said. "Children are far too tough and chewy. They are tough and chewy and nasty and bitter." "Tough and chewy?" cried the enormous crocodile. "Nasty and bitter? What awful tommyrot you talk. They are juicy and yummy." Okay, you two, that's our second question. Why is the text in italics for the words tough and chewy? Pause the video here and think about your answer. "They taste so bitter," the not-so-big one said. "You have to cover them with sugar before you can eat them." "Children are bigger than fish," said the enormous crocodile. "You get bigger helpings." "You are greedy," the not-so-big one said. "You're the greediest croc in the whole river." "I'm the bravest croc in the whole river," said the enormous crocodile. "I'm the only one who dares to leave the water and go through the jungle to the town to look for little children to eat." "You've only done that once," snorted the not-so-big one. "And what happened then? They all saw you coming and ran away." Okay, you two, that's our next question. What do you think the word snorted means? Pause the video clip here and think about your answer. But today, when I go, they won't see me at all," said the enormous crocodile. "Of course they'll see you," the not-so-big one said. "You're so enormous and ugly, they'll see you from miles away." The enormous crocodile grinned again, and his terrible sharp teeth sparkled like knives in the sun. "Nobody will see me," he said, "because this time I've come up with secret plans and clever tricks." "Clever tricks?" cried the not-so-big one. "You've never done anything clever in your life. You're the stupidest croc in the whole river." "I'm the cleverest croc on the whole river," the enormous crocodile answered. "For my lunch today, I shall feast upon a fat, juicy little child, while you lie here in the river feeling hungry. Goodbye." The enormous crocodile swam to the side of the river and crawled out of the water. Okay, you two, I wonder what are the clever tricks and secret plans that the enormous crocodile has made. Do you think you could guess? Pause the video here and think about your answer. I hope you've paused it. A gigantic creature was standing in the slimy, oozy mud on the riverbank. It was Humpy Rumpy the hippopotamus. "Hello, hello," said Humpy Rumpy. "Where on earth are you off to at this time of day?" "I have secret plans and clever tricks," said the crocodile. "Oh dear," said Humpy Rumpy. "I bet you're going to do something horrid." The enormous crocodile grinned at Humpy Rumpy and said, "I'm going to fill my hungry, empty tummy with something yummy, yummy, yummy." "What's so yummy?" asked Humpy Rumpy. "Try to guess," said the crocodile. "It's something that walks on 2 legs." "You don't mean," said Humpy Rumpy, "you don't really mean you're going to eat a child?" "Of course I am," said the crocodile. "Oh, you horrid, greedy, grumptious brute," cried Humpy Rumpy. "I hope you get caught and cooked and turned into crocodile soup." The enormous crocodile laughed out loud at Humpy Rumpy. Then he waddled off into the jungle. Inside the jungle he met Trunky the elephant. Trunky was nibbling leaves from the top of a tall tree, and he didn't notice the crocodile at first, so the crocodile bit him on the leg. "Ow," said Trunky in his big deep voice. "Who did that?" "Oh, it's you, is it, you beastly crocodile? Why don't you go back to the big, brown, muddy river where you belong?" "I have secret plans and clever tricks," said the crocodile. "You mean you've nasty plans and nasty tricks," said Trunky. "You've never done a nice thing in your life." The enormous crocodile grinned up at Trunky and said, "I'm off to find a yummy child for lunch. Keep listening and you'll hear the bones go crunch." Oh dear, you two. "Oh, you wicked, beastly beast," cried Trunky. "Oh, you foul and filthy fiend. I hope you get squashed and squished and squizzled and boiled up into crocodile stew." The enormous crocodile laughed out loud and disappeared into the thick jungle. A bit further on he met Mugglemump the monkey. Mugglemump was sitting in a tree eating nuts. "Hello, Crocky," said Mugglemump. "What are you up to now?" "I have secret plans and clever tricks," said the crocodile. "Would you like some nuts?" asked Mugglemump. "I have better things to eat than nuts," sniffed the crocodile. "I didn't think there was anything better than nuts," said Mugglemump. "Aha," said the enormous crocodile. "The sort of things that I'm going to eat have fingers, toenails, arms, and legs and feet." Mugglemump went pale and began to shake all over. "You aren't going to gobble up a little child, are you?" he said. Oh, I wonder why he went pale. Wonder what that means, you two. "Of course I am," said the crocodile, "clothes and all. They taste better with the clothes on." "Oh, you horrid, hoggish croc," cried Mugglemump. "You slimy creature, I hope the buttons and buckles all stick in your throat and make you choke to death." The crocodile grinned up at Mugglemump and said, "I eat monkeys too." And quick as a flash, with one bite of his huge jaws, he bit through the tree that Mugglemump was sitting in, and down it came. Oh, I wonder what will happen next. You'll have to tune in to the next video to find out. Goodbye from Miss McGuinness.